Kalian! Abri! Aktif!
Please stand for the arrival of the official party. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Good afternoon and welcome to today's retreat and retirement ceremony in honor of Colonel Kenneth C. Coulter. The official party for today's retreat and retirement ceremony are Brigadier General Warren A. Todd, Commander, Tripler Army Medical Center, Colonel Kenneth C. Coulter, Chief Logistics Division, and Sergeant Major Kenneth Russell, the Acting Command Sergeant Major of Tripler Army Medical Center. Colonel Kenneth C. Coulter was born in Zanesville, Ohio. He entered military service in February 1969 through the Ohio State University ROTC program. His civilian education includes a Master of Public Service Administration from Western Kentucky University and a Bachelor of Science in Agriculture from Ohio State University. His military education includes U.S. Army Command and Staff College, AMED Officer Advanced Course, AMED Medical Logistics Management, and the AMED Officer Basic Course. His assignments have been Admin Officer, Medical Detachment, ASCOM Korea, Adjutant, 8th Medical Battalion, Wackernhem, Germany, Battalion S4, Medical Supply Officer, 8th Medical Battalion, Wackernhem, Germany, Commander, Company Commander, 8th Medical Battalion, Mannheim, Germany, Chief, Supply and Service Division, Chief, Service Branch, and Chief Property Management Branch, USA Medac, Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Chief, Supply and Services Division, U.S. Army Hospital, Camp Zama, Japan. Chief, Material Readiness Division, 8th U.S. Army Medical Command, Korea. Executive Officer, Chief Stock Control, Medical Supply, Optical Maintenance Unit, Seoul, Korea. Chief, Logistics Division, Ireland Army Community Hospital, Fort Knox, Kentucky. Chief, Logistics, Analysis and Sets, Kits and Outfits Branch, Defense Material Standardization Board, Fort Detrick, Maryland. Medical Logistics Plans Officer, U.S. Army Central Command, MacDill Air Force Base, Florida. Director, Logistics Division, Dwight David Eisenhower Army Medical Center, Fort Gordon, Georgia. And Chief of Logistics Division, Tripler Army Medical Center, Honolulu, Hawaii. Colonel Coulter's awards and decorations are the Legion of Merit, Bronze Star Medal, Defense Meritorious Service Medal with 1 oak leaf cluster, Meritorious Service Medal with 2 oak leaf clusters. Army Commendation Medal, 1 oak leaf cluster. Army Achievement Medal, the Joint Meritorious Unit Award, the National Defense Service Medal with 1 service star, the Southwest Asia Service Medal with 2 service stars, the Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal, the Armed Forces Reserve Medal, the Army Service Ribbon, the Overseas Service Ribbon with the numerical device of 3, Saudi Arabia and Kuwait Liberation Medal. Colonel Coulter and his wife, Tu Sim, have 2 children. Son, First Lieutenant Oliver Coulter, who currently is assigned to the 2nd of the 11th Field Artillery, 25th Infantry Division Light, Schofield Barracks, and daughter Kimberly. Colonel Coulter also has 1 granddaughter, Hope Marie. Colonel Coulter retires on 1 March after 28 years of active duty service. Will the usher please escort First Lieutenant Coulter to the stage area? At this time, First Lieutenant Coulter will represent his mother in her absence and accept this certificate of appreciation on her behalf. Department of the Army, Certificate of Appreciation. This is to certify that Mrs. Tu Sim Coulter, on the occasion of the retirement of her husband from active status with the United States Army, has grateful appreciation for her own unselfish, faithful, and devoted service. Her unfailing support and understanding helped to make possible her husband's lasting contribution to the nation. Signed, General Dennis Reimer, Chief of Staff of the Army. Please stand for the reading of the award and the publishing of the retirement orders. Attention to orders. Order number 23-2, dated 23 January 1997. The Legion of Merit, 1st Oak Leaf Cluster, is presented to Col Kenneth C. Coulter, Medical Company A, Tripler Army Medical Center, Hawaii, for exceptionally meritorious service from May 1986 to January 1997 in key leadership positions, culminating as Chief Logistics Division for Tripler Army Medical Center and the Pacific Regional Medical Command. Colonel Coulter's innovative, brilliant management of key logistical and corporate initiatives contributed significantly to the organizational success of 2 Army medical centers, most notably the recognition of Tripler by the Joint Commission on Accreditation of Health Care Organizations as one of the best hospitals in the United States. His performance of duty has brought great credit upon himself, the Army Medical Department, and the United States Army. From May 1986 to January 1997, given under my hand in the city of Washington, this 24th day of January 1997, signed, Togo West, Secretary of the Army. certificate of retirement from the Armed Forces of the United States of America is presented to Colonel Kenneth C. Coulter, having served faithfully and honorably, was retired from the United States Army on this first day of March, 1997. Signed, General Dennis Reimer, Chief of Staff, United States Army. Colonel Coulter is also being given the Certificate of Appreciation for service in the Armed Forces of the United States. Colonel Kenneth C. Coulter, I extend to you my personal thanks and sincere appreciation of our nation for your honorable service. You help to maintain the security of the United States of America with devotion to duty that is keeping with the proud tradition of our armed forces. I honor your service and respect the commitment and loyalty you displayed over the years. My best wishes to you for happiness and success in the future. Signed, Bill Clinton, Commander-in-Chief. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. At this time, Colonel Coulter will make his remarks.
First of all, before I get into the part where I usually lose it, I'll thank the soldiers that have participated in this retirement ceremony, both in being in the formation and preparing for the ceremony. It took a lot of work, and I thank you for that. Next, I'd like to thank God for bringing me to this point, to thank my parents for all they instilled in me to make this successful career possible. My children and my wife for putting up with a lot of moves, sometimes in the middle of school years, and always being true. Next to all the mentors that I've had, you don't get to 28 years without mentors. And I've had a lot. And they all mean a lot to me. And rather than try to name them all, I just say that there were hundreds of officers, hundreds of NCOs, and soldiers that helped me to this point. Also, I don't want to forget the civilians that have helped me. The civilians that play a big part in our military today, much more so than when I started out 28 years ago. And without them pulling their share of the load, having innovative ideas, and being at our sides and being prepared to pick up the mission if we have to deploy, we would not be able to do our jobs. It's been a great career, 28 years, a lot of fun, a lot of hard work, a lot of sweat, a lot of good friends, and I'm very sure that I'll miss it. But in trying to keep with something I've heard General Rienzi say, it's something like, be short, be to the point, and be gone. I'm going to try to do that now, And I thank you all for honoring me in this retirement ceremony. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand for the playing of Aloha A and the service medley. Brigadier General Todd has extended the privilege of commanding retreat to Colonel Coulter.
Sound, retreat.
ceremony?
Great job, Major. Take charge of your soldiers.
Members, take charge of the company.
This concludes today's ceremony. Thank you for attending. Please feel free to come forward and congratulate the honoree.
How you doing?
I met you as a sergeant, right?
It's on the wall.